Happy Monday everyone, and welcome to another Game of Thrones Season 8 video. And today, we're going to take a look at some Season 8 filming news. It keeps on dropping, so you know we're going to break it down on the channel. Watchers on the Wall is at it again. Luca is giving us a deeper look into filming at the Winterfell and King's Landing sets, and here's what he had to say. Since the crew appears to be on Easter break, Game of Thrones Like Locations shared a video from last Wednesday showing 5 cast members or stuntmen practicing a sword fight at the green screen set. Judging by the choreography, this is likely not part of the battle, but a small fight scene between a handful of characters. So I'm not going to show this video just in case there's some of you who don't want to be spoiled, but it does look like there's swords on fire. And this could mean that Beric Dondarrion made it back to Winterfell with Tormund to warn Jon and Dany's forces, and he's fighting the army of the dead, which is now at Winterfell. But it does look as if this could be Jon Snow with his signature black cape. The black cape is swirling around, which could also mean that we are going to see a Lightbringer in Game of Thrones Season 8. But let's continue with the article. Speaking of green screens, a few weeks ago we learned one of such would be built outside of King's Landing set at Titanic Studios, right to the one side of the city walls. Now, thanks to a red priestess, we can see the green screen was completed, and more than that, the set appears to be ready for filming soon. So it does look like we're going to be getting 2 very large battles at Winterfell and King's Landing. This green screen is said to be one of the biggest, if not the biggest, in television history. That's amazing, everyone. They have expanded both of the sets of Winterfell and King's Landing, and the King's Landing one is especially massive. It looks really, really big. Based off this information, we can speculate that Jon and his companions and his forces will have to flee south, as Winterfell will be overwhelmed by the army of the dead. And if the set of King's Landing is any indication, we will be getting a Dance of Dragons 2.0, which is extremely exciting. But Daenerys is pregnant, right everyone? So since she's pregnant, is Jon going to be the one riding Rhaegal or Drogon facing off against the Night King in the final battle at King's Landing? I think there's plenty of reasons to get hype for Game of Thrones Season 8, everyone. I do believe we are going to be getting larger episodes. Last season was 7 hours and 20 minutes in length, so for 7 episodes, that was pretty good. We got a little bit extra, but I believe we are going to be getting the same amount, 7 hours and 30 minutes, just a little bit more for 6 episodes in Game of Thrones Season 8. So that would mean we are getting 3 supersized episodes, and I'm thinking that even the finale of Game of Thrones will be somewhere closer to 2 hours. But the average episode would be around 75 to 80 minutes long in Game of Thrones Season 8. Let me know in the comment section what you're most excited about for Game of Thrones Season 8, and what do you think is happening with this news, and what would you like me to cover in my next Game of Thrones video? Let me know in the comment section, and let's get hype for Game of Thrones Season 8. A big thank you to all of you who have been supporting me on Patreon. The channel's growth has been amazing, everyone. Let's keep the hype train going. Let's keep on growing the Hype and Love family. And thank you to everyone who donated to the GoFundMe. I'm super, super excited to be participating on 4 panels at Con of Thrones. That's right, I'll be collaborating with other members of the Game of Thrones community. And I'm really excited to hopefully get some interviews from Gilly, Shay, Sirio Farrell, and others. I am going to be uploading more bonus content on Patreon since we are expanding the channel. That's right, everyone. I made the announcement last week that we are going to be expanding to cover Westworld and Marvel. I will at least be doing 2 Marvel videos a week, possibly 3. And yes, don't worry, I will still be putting out the regular amount of Game of Thrones content, 4 to 5 videos a week for you guys. Feel free to check out my Patreon. The link is in the description of this video. And if you do want to help me get to Con of Thrones 2018, you can donate to the GoFundMe. And trust me, every donation is greatly appreciated. And feel free to reach out to me on Twitter, everyone. I love to chat Game of Thrones. Let's get to know each other. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hype and love.